All right, enough Champions League final. How about some quick hits?
Let's do it, Gabs.
Hansi Flick has been confirmed as Barcelona's new boss, replacing Xavi. Robbo, he won a Champions League with Bayern, but also got bounced out in the group stage when he was Germany boss in the 2022 World Cup. And I believe he is the only Germany boss in history who's actually been sacked.
Yes.
But do you like this appointment?
I liked him at Bayern Munich. He came in and he took over.
You got to give me more. You can say, I liked him when he was winning the Champions League. I don't like him when he got sacked.
The style of football he played was excellent. You know, they played a very high line. It was not innovative, but they played it to a certain degree, and they were unplayable at times. They pressed high up the field. They played some attacking football. They looked a really good side. It didn't work with Germany, maybe because he didn't have quite so much time with the players on a daily basis.
And now have more time at Barcelona.
He'll have more time at Barcelona because he'll be trying to make sure they get the tactics absolutely right.
Do you think this set of players that they have, I mean, because I think about that Bayern team, right? You had flying wingers, Coleman, Gnabry. You had a right back like Kimmich, who's obviously very different from Jules Koundé. Does he have the right set of players to sort of replicate what he did at Bayern in 2020? Or will he have to, like good coaches do, adapt and actually play differently from the
I think you have to adapt differently to that style that you played then, because a lot of people have followed it and found that you can be counter-attacked and played over the top. So he'll have a similar style, but not quite as aggressive as that. And I think he has got the players there to do it. Barcelona have got better players than people give him credit for.
I think they have better players, but just different skill sets.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Koundé's bad, but Koundé can't pass like Kimmich. He doesn't attack like a right back, right?
But at times they play with a back three because he comes across and then the left back goes for Cancelo, as it has been. Now, Olympiacos became the first Greek team in history to win a European trophy, beating Fiorentina 1-0 in the Europa Conference League final. Gab, Mendilibar does it again.
That's right. The fearless Mendilibar, after winning the Europa League last year, wins the Conference League. I'd ask, are you the new Unai Emery? If not for the fact that I believe he's older than Unai Emery, so he's not the new anything. I think it was a good job. It was a cagey game. Fiorentina liked to attack, but they were sloppy. They were nowhere near as incisive as they could have been. Nico had I thought one of his worst games of the season. And I think in the end, Olympiacos deserved it. They hung in there. Ayoub El Kabi, who actually was a Conference League leading scorer, popping up with a winner deep in injury time. And, people make fun of the Conference League. Ha, 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 how funny. But for the people who were there on the night, and
great night.
I think it's actually been a really, really good competition. Mikel Arteta's deal with Arsenal expires in June 2025. Robbo, reportedly, formal contract talks will start soon. And reportedly, he wants a big bump on the $9 million he currently earns. Guardiola's on $20 million. He's not going to get that, but somewhere in between, perhaps. Should Gunners be worried that why is this taking so long? Why? Is it a big deal if he?
I don't think there's any worries for Arsenal fans. I think he will sign. He will sign for a lot more money. The club want to keep him. The fans at the moment love him. The players seem to love him. Everything's going Arsenal's way. I know they didn't win the title, but they're a much improved side. They're a much improved club, and he's been a big part of that. So
there could be a job opening at his old club, Manchester City, and just when his contract ends.
I still think he'll be at Arsenal.
I think so too, but I'm just surprised they've left it so late. That's it.
A lot of reports out there suggest Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva and Ederson could all be moving out this summer. Gab, you and Mark Oldham just published a review of Manchester City's squad. What's your take on this?
So the Ederson thing seems to be by a rule change in the Saudi Pro League that you could not have goalkeepers. So people assume Saudis will come. Like if I were Ederson's agent, that's what I would say. He's got 2 years left on his deal. He wants a new deal. So of course, you wave the Saudi banner and say, oh. The other two are slightly different. De Bruyne's got a year left. Bernardo Silva has 2 years left. I think the club are going to be very cagey about giving them extensions now. Might be later. Bernardo Silva's been linked with moves, I feel like, every summer. Pep said, I'm not going to force anybody to stay. But bubbling in the background is the fact that Pep Guardiola's contract, as I just mentioned, also up in June 2025. I think this is a completely different situation in the sense that I would have thought that Pep has earned the right to say, hey, I want to walk out tomorrow. And you say, thank you, Pep. Thanks for everything. Yeah. Goodbye. Or I want to stay another 10 years. And you say, thank you, Pep. You're staying another 10 years. That said, our colleague Rob Dawson reporting today that the club would like an answer by Christmas. Now, it's reasonable, but equally, I think if Pep's not prepared to give an answer by Christmas for whatever reason, private life, whatever, if you're Manchester City, you sit and you wait until the last possible day, right, to keep Pep.
I would say so. He's the best manager in the world. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
So you should keep him.
And the reset for whoever has to follow in Pep's footsteps is going to be huge.